Hi everybody, this is what I would like for those who attend Beginner Ensemble on Saturday to practice for this week. So if you could open your book to page 24, at the bottom of that page there's a yellow box that says Scale Studies. So if you can look at that. So we've all been practicing our D major scale. So in this version we start on the D, on the A string with our 3 fingers and go down the scale, starting at the top, going down. But what I would like for you to do is try all of these bow patterns that are written right underneath in boxes. So we've got numbered 5 boxes with different bow patterns that you can try. So let's review. In the first box, we have 1 and 2. That's our rhythm. So that would go like this. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And so on and so forth. So in the second box, we have 1, 2, and. Okay, let's try box 3. 1 and 2, and. Okay, and in the fourth box, there are 3 beats in this measure. So let's start actually back at the top of the scale. So we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and in fifth box, we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you'll notice in the fifth box, because we have that half notes are worth 2 beats, that we're going to use a big bow, big slow bow. We're going to slow bow quick, slow bow quick. 1, 2, 3. Watch that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'd like for you to all practice that, first of all. Now, if you can turn your page back, and bear with me while I do this with the video. If you can turn the page back to page 23. I would really like for everybody to be practicing learning song number 74. And in the cello books, this piece is accurately labeled as fall. And in the violin books, the piece is labeled as spring. This piece, the composer Vivaldi wrote this piece. He wrote a set of 4 violin concertos for the 4 seasons. And for some reason, the editor of the violin book mislabeled it as spring, but this is actually from Vivaldi's Concerto Fall, which is correctly labeled in the cello book. So for the violins, we're gonna talk about a couple things in here. So the first note you'll see has a bowing that indicates that we should start on our down bow, okay? And then there's also an indication on the 4th beat of an up bow. Now, if you don't remember what the bowing symbols are, you can go back in your book. Those are listed somewhere in our book. But if you have a question about it, you can also ask us, and we'll be happy to explain it to you a little bit more. At the end of the first line, there's a comma, which means, if you remember, that we're going to do a circle bow. So let's all practice our circle bows. Actually, we're going to play an open A. We're going to do a little circle with our bow, set it back down, and play again. Little circle. And don't take your bow far off the string. Leave it close to the string. Okay. And then at the end of this piece, there's a repeat. So we're going to start with line A. We'll play line A, then we'll jump to the next line A. We're going to repeat back to the beginning, okay? Now, just to make sure everybody remembers, the down bow means that we start at the frog and move our bow towards the ground. And an up bow means that we're usually starting in the upper half of the bow, which is also indicated in your book, UH upper half. So then we start at the upper part of our bow and move our bow up like this. So I'm going to play the A line. I would like for everyone to try to learn both of the lines. If you are practicing this at home, if you would like to play the B line along with me while I play the A line, then when we can both switch, and I'll play the B line and you can practice playing with me on the A line. So here's the A line, so get ready to start the B line if you're going to play along. 1, 2, ready, go. So that's the A line of fall, number 74. Now let's try the B line. This is mostly pretty easy, D's and E's, so you should be able to follow along pretty easily. Let's try the B line. 1, 2, ready, go. And if you're practicing the B line, you can use open A's, but I would also suggest, I did it both ways, that you could try using your 4th finger A as well at the end of those lines, just to give yourself a little bit more of a challenge. So the other thing I want to make sure, I've heard some of you guys practicing Baby Shark at home, and I've heard some people doing it maybe a little bit wrong, so I just wanted to go over the notes with you. So if you're going to practice Baby Shark over this little break that we have from school, at least you'll be playing the right notes. Okay, so Baby Shark starts on open D, and then an E with our 1st finger on the D string, and then 3 fingers are G. D, E, G. D, E, G. Okay, so make sure we have D, open, E, 1st finger, G, 3 fingers. That's where I think a couple people maybe had a little mistake. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. You're always welcome to visit us during our office hours on Zoom. Thanks.